Robert said, "Are you free now?" And do you mean like, am I free? Like, am I not bound within? Am I free in the spirit? Is that what you mean? And if that is what you mean, I would say yes. It took me a while. I mean, even after my spiritual awakening, it was years of uh year misunderstanding, and then getting, caught back up in my ego, and then I created the spiritual ego that I then got caught up in. And it wasn't like I had a spiritual awakening and then I was like, whew, completely free. I sure felt free though. When I had my spiritual awakening, I thought I was free because I was so much freer than I had been. I mean, when I experienced when I experienced ego dissolution for the first time, it was scary. I will say that. I was meditating and I started to experience during the spiritual awakening. Um I started to feel like I was dying. I didn't know what was happening. Again, I had never heard of ego dissolution. I'd never heard of ego. I didn't even know what an ego was. I ended up calling it my clone for a long time because I didn't know what else to call the ego, um, until I started reading and finding out there were terms for this. But in the beginning, m- when my ego started to dissolve and I started to feel like I wasn't really Christina, that I was something beyond that, it started to feel like I was dying. And I didn't know what was happening. My body was reacting, my nervous system was reacting. I didn't even know the term nervous system back then. I just knew I was, shaking, and my body was like, it felt like my body was being thrown around. It was like pretty intense. And I was like, up and down and all around. And my husband was there with me. Um, and, we were kind of experiencing this a little bit together.